Good afternoon, ladies and gents. Welcome to my travel stream channel. This is your travel buddy Noel. So right now we're here at the port of Ancona in Italy. This is gonna be our last day here, and we're gonna be heading towards our next destination, the country of Greece. So we're gonna be passing the Adriatic Sea and gonna start our new adventure tomorrow. You can join us, and thank you for watching. Guys, we're here on top of the deck waiting for the ship to leave the port heading to Greece. It was a fine day. It was raining early, but today is perfect. So we're gonna have our dinner later, and we're gonna enjoy all the amenities that the ship can offer to us. So thank you for watching. Good morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to my travel stream channel. I'm your travel buddy Noel. So today is May 21st. We're here at the city of Olympia. So we're gonna start the day by going to the famous Olympia, the Asian Olympia, and we're gonna visit the original place where the Olympic tournament were all started, and after that we're gonna visit the Temple of Zeus. Olympia is a small town in Elis on the Peloponnese Peninsula in Greece, famous for the nearby archaeological site of the same name, which was a major religious sanctuary of ancient Greece, where the Asian Olympic Games were held. The site was primarily dedicated to Zeus and drew visitors from all over the Greek world as one of the group of such Hellenic center which helped to build the identity of the ancient Greeks as a nation. Despite the name, it is nowhere near Mount Olympus in North Greece, where the 12 Olympians, the major of ancient Greek religion, were believed to live. Yeah, the Olympic Games were held every 4 years throughout the classical antiquity, from the 8th century BC to the 4th century AD. The site had been occupied since about 1500 BC, with the religious cult of Zeus developing around 1000 BC. It may be that instead there was only a sanctuary from the 9th or 8th centuries, though the question remained in debate. Others believe that the remains of food and burnt offering dating back to the 10th century BC give evidence of a long history of religious activity at the site. No building have survived from the earliest period of use. Yeah, the first Olympic festival was organized on the site by the authorities of Elis in the 8th century BC, with tradition dating the first games at the 776 BC. Major changes were made to the site around 700 BC, including leveling land and digging new wells. Elis' power diminished and the sanctuary fell into the hands of the Pisatans in the late 676 BC. The Pisatans organized the games until the late 7th century BC. The Temple of Zeus was built in this area too, in the middle of the 5th century BC. Its size, scale, and ornamentation was beyond anything previously constructed on the site. Further sporting facilities, including the final iteration of the stadium and the hippodrome, were constructed. This is the place where the chariot racing was held. The Prytaneum was built at the northwest side of the site in 470 BC. Also, the Greek baths were constructed in the middle of the 5th century BC. In the late classical period, further structures were added to the site. The Metron was built constructed near the treasuries of 400 BC.
Right here, that back is the Temple of Patras. Usually this spot is the one where they started to light the torch before the start of the Olympic, and this is the place they're going to start pass the torch and run to the entire country until they reach the country hosts for that specific year. So next year, the next Olympics is going to be in Tokyo. So
that aqueduct was ending with a fine construction of like a fountain, that monument that you see with the bricks here across. And that thing in the corner that to you looks like a fireplace is actually a basin. And like the two columns behind it, imagine more around the basin to support the roof, like a miniature round temple. You have the statue of the sponsors in there. And in the lower section, in the opposite end, there across was another one for Hadrian, for the emperor. So do not photograph that and describe it like the torch, the flame. I know that it looks very similar to what we use now, but it has nothing to do with that story. The ceremony of the Olympic flame is held here in the open, right in front of these two different monuments, the old temple, the Roman Nymphaeon cult. And here you see two photographs of that day. 1896 we had the revival of the Olympics. First modern Olympics in Athens. You will see through your sightseeing tour there the stadium where the first Olympic Games, modern Olympic Games.
Yeah, during the Roman period, the games were open to all citizens of the Roman Empire. A program of new buildings and extensive repair, including the Temple of Zeus, took place in 150 AD. The Nauplia was built. New beds replaced the older Greek example in 100 AD, and an aqueduct constructed in 160 AD. The 3rd century saw the site suffer heavy damage from the severe earthquake. Invading tribes, and 267 AD led to the center of the site being fortified with material robbed from its monuments. Despite the destruction, the Olympic festival continued to be held at the site until the last Olympiad in 393 AD, after which the Christian Emperor Theodosius implemented a ban. The Temple of Zeus was apparently destroyed around 426 AD during the persecution of the pagans in the late Roman Empire, following an edict of Theodosius II enforcing the ban on pagan festival.
Right now we're done with our archaeological tour inside the famous Asian Colosseum. No, I mean Olympia, not the Colosseum. Now we're heading to the Museum of the Olympic.
Since 1870s, the excavation and preservation of ancient Olympia has been responsibility of the German Archaeological Institute of Athens. The first major excavation of Olympia began in 1875, funded by the German government after negotiation of exclusive access by Ernst Curtius. Evacuation was continued in a more limited way in 1908 to 1929, but a new systematic excavation was begun in 1936 on the occasion of the 1936 Summer Olympics in Berlin under Emil Kunz and Hans Schleif. Their evacuation focus was on the area to the south of the stadium, the South Stoa Bath Complex, and Gymnasium.
she's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into her side. La 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 la.
So ladies and gents, that's end my video for today. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the like button. And for any suggestion, just put it on the comment block.